All right, this is Ryan McKinnell with MMA Madness, sitting down with George St. Pierre. How you doing today, George?
Feel great.
Feel great?
Feel on the top of the world right now.
There's been a lot of talk about your mental toughness coming into this fight. How you feeling mentally coming into the fight?
I cannot be more well prepared than I am right now. I'm the best George St. Pierre ever. I'm even better than when I was fighting Matt Hughes. I'm a better version.
Right. Heard you joined Greg Jackson's camp fully now.
Yeah.
Full member.
Absolutely. Greg Jackson has done a lot of good stuff for me, and he changed a lot of things, and I feel privileged to be able to train with those guys.
There's a lot of good people over there.
Absolutely.
Who's some of the harder hitters over at Greg Jackson's? Gives you a little bit of trouble.
Oh, everybody gives me trouble. Joey Villaseñor, Nathan Marquardt, Keith Jardine, Rashad Evan, all those guys. I still train with David Loiseau, Tom Murphy, Patrick Cote, Jonathan Goulet, and it feels great.
So with this win over Koshcheck, you've been pretty much guaranteed a welterweight title shot. It's got to mean a lot to you to get a chance to get your belt back.
Absolutely. I learned a lot from my mistake last time, and I'm the kind of guy who may never make the same mistake twice, and it won't happen again. I mean, win or lose, I don't control those things, but I can control what I control, and I won't do the same mistake.
What do you visualize happening on Saturday with a tough wrestler like Koshcheck?
Visualize myself, control the rhythm, and fight my fight, and get my hand raised at the end.
Right. How many fights do you have left on your UFC contract?
I'm not sure about it. I think I got like 5 or
5 more.
4 or 5.
In a rematch, let's say Hughes wins the belt back. Without giving too much away, how would you like to fight Matt again? The same way, or?
I would like. Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when it's going to be time for it, I'm going to plan a strategy. Because every fight is different, and every good fighter improves after every single fight, so it might change a little.
So what do you feel about your opponent Saturday, Josh Koshcheck? He's been kind of talking a little bit of trash.
He's a very good fighter. I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm going to have to fight my fight. And I'm very confident it's going to go well.
Okay, let's see. Why don't you run through a typical day of training now that you've joined Greg Jackson's? What's it like down there? Like run through a typical Tuesday.
Well, I mean, every day is different. It's a different routine. Sometimes we go run. Sometimes we spar like more grappling in the morning, and then at night we spar with the shoot box. It's always a different story. So that's why I like it so much.
So, assuming Saturday, everything goes as planned. What are you thinking? What strengths does Koshcheck have that you may not possess, and vice versa? What do you think you're better at than he is? It's kind of obvious, but I mean, I'd like to hear your thoughts about it.
Well, I think I'm better at him in every single aspect of the game, and I think people will. I think people underestimate some of my skill, and I'm gonna have the chance to prove it on Saturday night.
So, needless to say, you don't mind if you have to wrestle with him.
I'm gonna have an answer for everything he's bringing on the table, and I'm not thinking about what he's gonna do to me. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do to him.
Right. There was a rumor about the UFC coming to Canada. I'm assuming you love to fight in front of your hometown fans, right?
Absolutely, it would be a dream come true for me.
Right on. Well, before we get out of here, would you like to thank anybody, George?
Of course. I would like to thank all my trainer and training partner, and of course all my sponsor for the support, and my fans for all the support they give me.
Well, thanks a lot, George.
Thanks.